Hey,
Oh my goodness gracious. Hi there. My name is Chris Farah. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Guess who's here tonight? Look. Who are
Wahima.
you?
You just call me Wah.
Melanated. You guys know her. So I'm so sorry, my loves. This is the first time that I've ever StreamYarded into YouTube. And so I see that I had some peeps commenting and we weren't quite live yet and didn't even know you could see that. It's confusing on our end that you would see that and then you would
Oh yeah,
be like,
because you
what?
have to schedule it. So if you didn't schedule it, then yeah. And I don't know if you have that option because of the kind of account you have. So that whole time people were just like had been jumped on and we're seeing a black screen. That
Yeah.
is insane.
No, they hate me. They hate me, but I will say I love them. Also, I am so sorry. So I will say this, if any peeps are here and can link this to Vanity Fair by copying the link and putting it in, I would be forever grateful. I'm so sorry. My screen is not the YouTube screen. It is the StreamYard screen, but we are doing this so I could have my best friend here tonight to talk about the juiciness that is some of the cast controversies that have been coming out of this 90-day season 8 that we are about to end on. And of course, there are some periphery other characters from different seasons that will jump in. But we do have some video for you this evening so we can show it, we can talk about it, we can get your reaction. You can come in with some tea. We'll have tea, and that is what I wanted to put on tonight. So I'm so happy you guys are here. I see you guys. Thank you so much for being patient with us as we get started for this. Done. Okay, so the first thing we're talking about is I want to say a special I'm sorry to the people of my channel for my last recap because I just didn't even talk about Mike and Natalie, not one bit. Did you notice that? I didn't talk about them in my video.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, good. So because I didn't talk about them, let's talk about them now. So this is what I've been wanting to talk about, which is the things that we know, and I've alluded to this, but let's talk about Mike and Natalie. So Mike and Natalie on the show right now, we are still waiting for Mike to make his ultimate decision whether he wants to marry Natalie. And from when they were supposed to get married to when her 90 days are up are 2 days. Now, one thing that we know is that they do get married. There is a marriage license and it's signed April, I think 17th, which is coming up on it. And I really wanted to show you guys that because I had it, but I cannot. So they get married, honey, and she stays, and that's what that is. Now, fast forward, right, to about maybe 3 months ago, we start to see the Natalie YouTube channel disperse some videos, and they're cooking videos. And one thing we notice is that kitchen is not Mike's kitchen. We know what Mike's kitchen looks like. We saw our Mike's kitchen, and that had a lot of wood paneling, that kitchen she's in. Why? Did you watch any for cooking videos?
Yeah, I sent you 2 of them.
No, I know, but did you watch them?
Yes.
Why are
Yes,
you
I did
asking
watch it.
Yeah, people say
Yeah,
things all the time they don't read or watch.
yeah, I did. I did watch them. I recall sending it to you saying, "Look at this, she's crazy."
Yeah, she
Um,
is.
but also the most important thing about that kitchen is that it's definitely an American style, new home, track home kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Track home or corporate nice apartment housing, that kind of look, yeah, it's where things are new. It's not done to the best of quality, but it's done nice enough to make anyone happy to move in for a temporary situation, or not temporary, but whatever.
Right.
in between, whatever. So so that was interesting. And I think that people were like, oh, like, did Natalie finally get Mike to move from Swim Honey, like either for coronavirus or the winter? Like, she just wasn't gonna like do both, you know, like she maybe made that argument. And then what happened is we get an update from, of all people, Bo. Bo runs into some biddy at a Walmart, or I don't even know, God bless, honey, somewhere, and takes a picture. And that person like is like, Bo, like, what's the deal? And Bo's like, oh, Natalie. Yeah, totally, Bo. But also, what'd you say? You know, like, but Bo's like, yeah, Natalie hasn't been living with Mike. They broke up, but she hasn't been back in months, and she's living in Seattle. So that is where we are at now, except that I have some Natalie Instagram to show you. Now, as women, we know one thing. When we see this Instagram, she's single. She's single. Now, also know this. There are two other Natalie like dramas in the sphere. One is that, was she pregnant or did she gain weight? Because she looked kind of like a little plumper at some points. Also, specifically, her boobs looked plumper. So like people were wondering if she got breast augmentation. So I present Exhibit A. Why? Play. He doesn't know the words to the song, so he doesn't. Walk, walk. Okay. Now,
So
I want to
have
say something.
Okay, go ahead.
She, at what my favorite part of that video is not like her trying to look sexy or her boobs. It's the part where she does not know the words to that song and wants so badly to be like cool and like be like lip syncing them. So she's like, none of it makes sense. So that's my favorite part of the video, period, the end. Wow.
I also really enjoy the fact that she looks very much different than she did when she was younger, but she still, I feel like this is Botox or fillers gone right. Because while she looks like a completely different person, she doesn't look like a Jen Shaw alien chin. Like she doesn't look like she breaks jaw. Like she doesn't look bad. She looks good. She looks effervescent. She looks like she's having fun. I want to know who's driving that car. It's not her. So I would like to know who's driving that car.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Yeah, she is just, she, you know, a lot of people pointed out after her like panic attack / breakdown that she has worked in the movies, you know, that she has been on TV shows. And this might be like an acting thing. Also, Libby has also done some acting work, like legitimate acting work, much more than like,
she was in that Christian movie.
Yeah. Oh, what's that guy that did the reenactments? Oh, Gregory. Was there a Gregory? Jeffrey, who did the reenactments with, remember the other one? So anyway, this is another thing, is that Natalie uploaded a reel where it's like her and Jeffrey like looking like they're going to like fall in love, but they're filmed obviously in different, where they both are in different places. And then they run together, like they're going to run together, but then like he runs and hugs his dog and she runs and hugs a tree, but it's like edited together. So like they have some sort of relationship, which is crazy. And then on the bottom of that video that I showed you of her, like with the TTs, not on her thing, but on a different person's thing, Jesse Meester of all people, like commented like, what's happening here or whatever. Like Jesse is in it to win it. So Jesse's is all over Clubhouse, like in every room trying to talk. Like Jesse is coming for that like audience, you know?
Yeah. And all our like Chris and I's group of 90 Day Fiancé watchers, we have a whole group on Clubhouse where Chris and I have met a bunch of people that we didn't know we're doing 90 Day Fiancé content. It was like the door open. Like we pretty much think that we know people who are doing 90 Day Fiancé content just from like being on the block for 2 years. But we just met like Miguel, we met Scorpio, we met like so many people who are just like either super fans or doing content. And this little group, whenever we find out that Jesse is in a room, we have a Discord where they announce it, and the whole thing is for everyone to just go into this room and change our picture to Darcy to troll him. And because he's just so ridiculous. It's like how to build your YouTube following. He'll be in that room, like, wanting to be on stage and like say stuff. And it's just like, Jesse girl, like, come now.
Yeah. Come on. I just coming for it at all angles. So, but he's talking and there's listening. And so like, he's the happiest because that's all he wants. we're going to move on to another cast controversy. Now, okay. Can you set this David Andrew one up a little bit, or do you?
Yes, I can. Okay, so
I do have David's cameo to show you if you want that. Okay, that's all I want. Jesus Christ, go ahead. Love you.
All right, if you want to play the cameo, it'll set it up, so you can play it.
Okay, guys, get in. Oh yeah, you guys are saying I can't see the comments on YouTube. Yeah, I absolutely can't. So trolling doesn't have effect. Well, I have Lindsay and Lisa are both mods.
Are you able to click on their comments so that it goes on the screen right now?
Oh, I didn't try that yet. Yes, wait, let me see. How do I want to
okay, I've blown her mind. There you go.
Yay! I made a live. Yeah, and your comment made a live. Oh, I know I could do that. That's exciting. Oh, I just keep pushing show. Oh, I just keep pushing. That's fun. Look at this one. Oh, this is great. Okay.
How do you think I've been doing it this whole time?
Doing what?
Putting up their comments.
This is my first time doing this. Okay, my loves. Okay, so here is the cameo for you guys.
Angie Ordonez had ordered this cameo for you because after watching your scene last night, it just broke her heart, broke everybody's heart.
Yeah, that feels so bad for you.
For what happened in Mexico. And look, I know how things can be. Sometimes people make bad decisions, Andrew, and I know that as well because I've made some bad decisions. But you know what? Not all Americans are like that. And even though sometimes people make bad decisions, just know, Amira, that many people in America love you and just are encouraging you because they want you to know that we love and there's affection for you from across this land. And nobody is perfect. So I'm not going to make, judgment about Andrew. That's not my place to do. That's only for you.
Just want to let you know, Angie just sent you love.
Absolutely. And on behalf of everybody that Angie is speaking for, Annie and I just wish you the best. And no matter what outcomes may come, just know there's many people thinking of you today and sending you positive energy. We wish you the best.
Come back.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, this is the real tea. I am DMing David right now that we're talking about him on YouTube.
So what this is somebody by the name of Angie requested a cameo from David and Annie to Amira. And so that's what they're talking about. David is basically saying, Amira, keep your chin up. We love you in the US. I'm not here to judge Andrew or his behavior. Like, I have made poor choices too. And so then do you have the clip of Andrew's response that I sent you?
No, I'm sorry.
So let me go to my Instagram and I will tell you what his response is.
Andrew is oh my God, look who's in the house.
How, David? Here's a shout out to David.
Oh, hi. Yeah, you're amongst people that love you. We hate Andrew. He is gross. And, you know, David, as being a Lebanese woman in Arab American Heritage Month, you know I love me Amina, half French, half Lebanese, loves makeup. Oh, no, Egyptian, half French, loves makeup. Oh, God bless her.
I don't know how to get to this. Like, why am I so... How do you
We
get
love
to...
Annie. Annie, we love you.
Oh, good. We love you, Annie. Anyways, I don't know how to get to my messages. Like, how do I even do this? Like, how do I get to something I sent to someone else?
This is what you sent me, and I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay, here it is.
Okay.
Here it is. I got it.
Okay, I love you. Go ahead.
Who would I go on? Who's been, a couple of them been talking shit about me. Who's been talking shit about me? The one that looks like a Ninja Turtle, Penguin, Batman ass bitch. I'll beat him down.
So basically somebody asked him if you could do an MMA fight with anyone from 90 Day Fiancé universe, who and why? And he said that was his response, right? Was that he would go after and he'd use like some derogatory terms about the amazing David. And so the internet goes in, and then especially Tiffany, who looks amazing in this picture. Tiffany then comments and she's like, laughing my ass off. I'm obsessed with the fact that bootleg Game of Thrones fucking Frodo Baggins is shooting his shot with David. Fucking lame, if you ask me. Stick to living in The Sims. You annoy less people there. And like so that's what that is. But then the internet, like as a collective, just surrounded David with love and then surrounded Andrew with hate. Because it was like David wasn't even being malicious. Like it was so clear that he wasn't being malicious, that he was being very much about like nice about the show, and that he supports all of the cast members unless they're jerks. And even the ones that I think he thinks are jerks, he doesn't even comment on. So like it was just ridiculous for him to be like, oh, he's been talking shit about you. It's like, no, Andrew, no one's been talking shit about you. And so Andrew likes to say that he's gotten a bad edit. And so it's like at some point you can't keep blaming the edit, bro. Like you said these things, you made these choices, and we can just see it for what it is.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that was that. It was just dumb. And like, you know, I will defend David at any moment because I met him, because I know how open and honest he is, how sweet he was to us, and like giving us like some insider tea that he didn't have to give us. Like, and it was just like, it was great. Him and Annie were wonderful. They're what I think people who do well from this show should be. Like, they keep themselves relatively relevant, but everything they put out is positive. So you just kind of want to support them and be like, we get it. Mistakes were made. You know, things were said. Producers did stuff. And I was a big criticizer. I criticized David a lot, right? But like, we all make mistakes, as David just said. Put his yeah, like it happens. Just move forward from it. You make it better.
Maybe Andrew will come out of this seeing how bad he looks, you know, like it's interesting because Andrew has that thing that Tom had where it's like every time you see like Andrew selfing himself, it's like you see the version that he thinks he looks like, where you're like, that's not what you look like. That's not what you look like, you know? So I guess I'm just saying for him to like, I don't know, talk about someone's looks, like he lives in a delusion of what that man looks like. Also, he thinks he looks like some like long-haired prince, honey, you know, like that's not exactly it, you know. And if you were a prince, you would have like helped out Amira. You know what, I do call her Amina a lot. I don't know, it's because it's another Arabic name. Yeah. So at the same time, it's like, I am happy though. They got a great shout out in Touch Weekly. And, you know, obviously David looks like a classy gentleman because he is. And I'm, you know, and I think that Andrew and Andrew's mom are both sort of like villainous, right? Like Andrew's mom has also been like commenting on, you know, Amira's like Instagram and saying hateful things. Like, they're kind of like they're trolls. They're kind of like unfun versions of Colty and Debbie.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was like, there is a way to bounce back from that. And the way, even though like I know that there are certain cast members who don't F with Colt at all, because of the way he treated Larissa and the messiness. But like, as much as the internet was going in on Colty and he was trying to be defensive, like Andrew is coming off on another level. Like, it's like, follow the Colty pattern, you know, like Colty has somehow managed to still keep his audience. The same thing with Big Ed. Like, Big Ed did some despicable things to Rose, yet he still is on other shows. He's still making money. He's changing his image. He's like doing it over again. You know what I'm saying? It's like the villains of they were the villains of their seasons, and they've managed to come back. It's like, but instead of coming back, it feels like Andrew is going the lighter road, or the leader road.
Okay.
Where it's like, you're the villain of your season, but you never manage to come back and just continue, you know, creating your own, your new narrative. It's like you just left the scene, or while you're in the scene, you're being extra and tacky and you're doing too much. And so there's no opportunities for you later because of this.
Yeah, it's whether you meet, you know, like some of the negation that can come at you with more negation and like run from it, or you meet the negation with like a sense of humor. And then you're just, you know, like Ed, like, you know, running around in a bunny costume doing cameos, which, side note, just want to say, great Easter present for anyone in the room for a loved one is a cameo by David and Annie, which is how this drama started, from a cameo, honey.
Yeah.
They do great cameos, as you see. They really give their heart into their cameos.
Yeah, they do good cameos. So if you want to get a cameo from them, we recommend that you do so.
So yeah, so we'll see, you know, other than that, we'll see what happens with Andrew, like whether they're going to film with him again, like whether, you know, I think that I wish I could have, again, and I said this in the recap, I want to know like how Amira's friend Xavier is doing. And like, if I want to know if Xavier with the glasses and the beard and that interesting like jacket, like who's the one that was like with this Andrew person, like whether he's going to like step up, you know, take her to the Sephora of her dreams. Sephora sale is going to happen, the spring sale. So if someone can get to Amira, that would be a great like love date or something. Okay, we're gonna leave this topic, and thank you so much, David, for having stepped in the room and like really talking to us and like spending some time with us. You are the best. And Annie, we love you so much, and we hope that you guys are having a really beautiful evening, and you know, enjoying a beautiful Easter weekend or spring weekend. My loves, I don't think that, I was going to say, let's move on to Stephanie. So let's talk about Stephanie. What I wanted to bring up, and what I have some videos of, is Stephanie's multimedia Instagram campaign, where she is trying to give back, is how she would say. So she has started to like do things where she'll just go up to people in the grocery markets and give them money. Wow. Can you imagine? Okay. I know. Wow. Can you imagine a world in which you, honey, are at the Vons?
Some places in the world, definitely, it's March 20th by now, so I'm handing out $100 to 10 people today. So there you are. Well, thank you so much. You bet. You bet. Yes. Nice. Have a great weekend. Thank you. I appreciate it. Excuse me.
Don't worry. Wait.
International Happiness Day. It's International Happiness Day. Hi there. Hello. Did you guys know that tomorrow is International Happiness Day?
Sorry, that was just there. That was the last one. Was just for, just like a marker. Okay, so let's talk about it. Wah.
Okay, so this feels like the fact that she has somebody following her around with the camera. It feels very disingenuous.
She introduced this person, by the way. This person is like her like social media manager / like we're in business together to like do this. It's so she like this girl, like, because this woman also that's doing it with her, like also hosts, like hosted like an interview with her where she was like talking like she is positioning herself as like a goodwill ambassador style, like, but what she really is doing again, which is crazy to me, is trying to manipulate us all with her money. But now it's like, we
You
that's
know
what I
what?
feel like. Like, it can't work with me, honey. You can't just throw watches at me.
You know what?
What?
I'm glad she wasn't in a Walmart or like a 99-cent store.
Yeah.
Because if she had been in one of those stores, I would have been like, this bitch. Not only is she doing this, she's like, I want to go to places where the poor people shop. And then
Yeah.
just like giving out money there. It is crazy because I don't like it when people tell me, like, when I give, I don't tell anybody I give. I'm a silent giver.
Mhm.
I'm a like a thief in the night, Jesus silent giver. So I don't like it when people do that. I mean, even like, well, Drake did it, but I'm like, I feel like Drake gave it out to fans and then he gave out like tens of thousands of dollars. He just like,
A lot of people have been like, Britney did that in the documentary. Like, that's what one of the things Felicia said was like, one time Britney just, when she was first famous, got a bunch of money and just ran around and gave $100 bills to everyone in Kentwood. You know, like, it's just a thing that people do, I guess.
but like, I don't know. It just doesn't sit well with this like 90-day fiance person just is like doing it. Highlight Lisa Simmons' comment, please. Okay, so I agree with this 100%. She's a drunk philanthropist. She thinks they are all bartenders and she's tipping.
Oh my God.
Oh!
Oh! I'll highlight this super chat. Thank you so much for this very, very generous super chat. Unabashed. This Xanaxed floozy better not come to Brooklyn flashing that cash. Will be waiting for her. Now, honey, this is the craziest part. You know, the other bananas part, which was in the last episode, she kept her $100 bills in a bedazzled $100 purse. Why? So you tell me why we're not watching a $100 bill come out of a bedazzled $100 purse right now.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
That was her
understand.
vacation purse, and she also, I don't know. It just, this is National Happiness Day. I would have just give out $20. Just go around giving down $20 to everybody. $100 is like extra. And then she says it. I'm giving out $100 to 10 people, which is like, girl, stop telling everybody you're walking around giving around $1,000.
But this girl will walk, but honey, she will travel with a bedazzled money purse. That's not even her site. There's like not even just one bedazzled purse. It's like her second bedazzled. It's like a lipstick purse. And I mean, I can't believe when she took her money out of that purse, when she took her $100 bills out of that purse, I'll never forget it. Like, I feel like there are moments from this season that like will live with me forever, right? Like Jovi's jeans on the bed will stay with me, you know, like as like the DNA of the stripper gentleman's club, as they are clinging onto those jeans, so will that jean memory cling on me. And the same thing with that purse, where I'm just like, she's just always a little messed up to be traveling alone with all of her very, very high dollar value cash in a sparkly cash purse that's shaped in like a cash.
Well,
That
to be
is
fair, she doesn't dress like she has money at all. So I don't think that people are like, oh, she must have you know, now they know. Now they're all going to be on the lookout.
Oh God. Anyone else think Chris totally nails the Stephanie voice? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wa nails a Natalie voice. So we all have our things. Like, I can't do Russian very well. Oh, Harris. Hey, Ryan. Oh, wow.
Oh, what? Do you want $100 off for some snacks? Are you gonna buy some snacks on Amazon? What kind of chips you want? Well, I buy things on Amazon all the time. They're very expensive and they don't come in any sort of protective box. But that's fine because I'll put them in a bedazzled watch purse. I'll keep my watches in a bedazzled watch purse I'm getting specially made for me and Stephanie.
You sound drunk. Oh. Well, anyway, okay. So besides that, I feel like, let's see, Angela Deems is very, very tiny. She also congratulated Chrissy Teigen on getting rid of her Twitter. Chrissy Teigen got rid of her Twitter, who Chrissy Teigen was a huge 90 Day fan. So we got rid of, so no more Chrissy Teigen as a celebrity fan of Twitter tweeting about it. However, new celebrity fan on Twitter tweeting about 90 Day Fiancé, Seth Rogen. Who did say that Zayed was dead sexy this season. And we all agree. We all agree. That Zayed, honey. I mean, he's night and day from the first season, like in personality and looks.
Yeah. And I think the first season he was nervous because he was in his hometown. He brings this woman over who refuses to adhere to any of their cultural standards. And then he has to introduce her to all his family and friends. And the family and friends, because she's so outside of what they're used to, they're rude. And so I think that he's caught in this in between with her. And so unfortunately, he wasn't able to manage his own embarrassment of Rebecca. I think he was embarrassed of her. And I also think he was a little like not embarrassed, but it must be overwhelming to have a camera crew following you around in a small city. While I don't think it's a small city in general, but I mean, when you're walking around, like the streets are small, like everything is pretty intimate. I guess I want to say intimate. And so his, friends are asking him awkward questions. And she went from being just this person online that he talked to actually coming to the States and then not adhering to his cultural, not adhering at all to his culture. Just like brazenly and blatantly being like, well, why do I have to do that? And I want to wear this. And I'm like, girl, fight him about what you want to wear in the States. Just put on a shawl, girl. Just give him what he wants. I
just wanted to say, can you do a collab with Reality Gaze? It's so funny you said this, Eunice, because as you know, I was on that podcast and they are my friends. I love Maddie and I love Jake. And they used to be 90 Day Gaze, but they changed their name. But, now this is my first time doing this StreamYard where I am in one place and someone else is in a different place. And we are both live on YouTube /StreamYard or whatever, /YouTube or whatever. So now that I know I can do this, yes, I can. Yes, I could bring them on. I think, let me just quick question. If you pay for this, you can bring many people on, right?
Yeah, I think you can bring up to 10 people.
Wow. So yeah, so Jake and Maddie don't even have to be together if they just have access to a camera. Great. Yes. Yes, I want to. That's a great idea. Now I know I can do this. I will. Thank you. I just wanted to say this. We didn't actually talk about this on the pop culture show that we're doing on WA's channel. Side note. That's happening every Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But on this one that we did, it's already obviously uploaded as it's past that time this Thursday, today. WA put on a spring color for me now. Can you tell me what color you're wearing? It's purple, right?
No, it's actually flat out fabulous. It's a very, very bright matte pink from MAC, but I put it down with a brown liner. I can go add a little more if you want to see what the color looks like. I'll go do that.
Why'd she even ask? Yeah, run. Okay, so you'd all go back to 90 Day. Actually, we don't have that much more to talk about. That's kind of the cast controversy we'll talk about. This final stuff though, and I'm because people have asked about this makeup. I'm wearing Lowrider by NARS. It's a liquid lip, so this is my spring lip. You know that in the last recap, I went in on the makeup looks of some of the brides. So, I think that you guys come here for some hot makeup tips. Tips is the wrong word. Maybe just like talk, Oh, okay. Oh, it is pink. Okay. Yeah. You really? Oh, yeah. No. Okay. That is different. That is, yeah, that brown took it down.
Yeah.
I love that. Why'd you take it down so much?
Because I didn't want my lips to be dry and it to get crusty. And so I was just like, I'll just put a little bit to give a hint.
Okay, no, I like a whole flav.
I would have to like get a pink liner too.
Okay. Okay, my love. Did you have anything else to talk about for the cast controversies of anything you had heard, or besides all of the like crazy nudity we keep looking at over and over?
That's what I was gonna tell you. Is just like in our Discord, it's a lot of it's a lot of nudes. And I never like I heard that people have OnlyFans and that they like have them, but I guess I just didn't really think that these people were actually showing their tetas and that they were actually literally showing their vaginas. Like Larissa's OnlyFans is pornography.
Yeah.
It's not just like boob and butt with a thong. It's like ball gag. It's like her with her legs open and like spreading them. It's like, it's a lot. Paul and Karini, they're I don't think they have an OnlyFans, but they have videos out of themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the latest thing is that Karini, and I don't know on what medium they're using, but Karini bought a strap-on. And
no.
Yes. And she's like said some kind of caption. Wait, let me find it. Alluding to the fact that did people want to see her and Paul in that? And I was just like, no. Like with the Karini stuff, I couldn't handle it. I was like, I don't want to see this, guys. Please, you have to say trigger warning for me because I don't. Karini is not. She's not. Oh, the thing is, should I make Paul my little bitch? He already walks and run funny. That is the caption of like a giant strap-on. And I'm like, Karini, not you.
Like, I'm too pure.
I cannot.
I'm like too pure. I'm too like I can't. I don't own not one OnlyFans. Like, I won't be paying for nudes. Period. The end. I won't ever do it. Like, I can't imagine a world in which I would. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, but. Like, if I was a 15-year-old and I was obsessed with like Mike Fattar, like of the Sandlot fame, like, and he had one, would I get, like I'm trying to think of like where I would be in my life for me to like pay for someone. Like right now in life, I'm, like I have a little crushy poo on like Jason Momoa. I think he's so hot, and like Tom Hardy's really hot too. If Jason Momoa had an OnlyFans, like, would I pay for it to see it? Actually, I would.
Stephanie has an OnlyFans and she's got pictures of herself topless and spread eagle with like things covering her situation. And who else has it? Libby's sister, both of them. But the one that has the two daughters, the two like half black daughters, like her older sister, I mean, ma'am, mother of three, can you put those lips away? And so what's happening is that people are purchasing their OnlyFans and then screenshotting it.
Yeah.
And then putting it on Reddit.
I disagree with you in this. Listen, I don't care if they want to show it. Like, don't put the lips away for me. If she wants to show the lips, show the lips. And and if she wants that, and she also needs money, bada bing, bada boom. Like I am just never gonna sign up for it. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's not me. I'm not gonna sign up for it. But
I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked at the people. Here's the deal. I always make the joke that I'm like one annoying, comment from someone at my job away from creating an OnlyFans. But like, I don't know. If that's what I'm up against, I don't know that I could actually do it.
you could start small, Juan. Like you could start maybe you're like like you could just be a foot person.
I could.
You know what? This is dumb, and I should tell you, I'm gonna have to go soon because I just realized I'm not plugged in my computer. It's nowhere near me. It's about to die soon. But my computer's gonna die. We've been live for like 3 hours, and it's not been charged. Well, what an ending. What a time we've had where we've talked about the fact that I'm going to open up Wa's foot OnlyFans, and that's where you can find a bunch of pictures of her feet, honey. She has a lot of pedicures she's going to get done, and she doesn't worry about the wigs anymore. She has to curl any wigs, honey. She just have to get those pedicures and put them footsies on display. She's going to make so much money. She's quitting her job. You heard it here now. Oh, what a night we've had. David joined us. I mean, and quickly bounced. God bless him. God bless him. I hope that Annie made him a yummy dinner. I love them so much. Well, I'm so happy that you joined me for my first StreamYard / stream. And who else would it be with besides you to talk about this stuff? And I'm so thankful. I love you so much. Thank you for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
Where can they find you?
They can find me on most social medias as Just Call Me Wa. They can find me on Clubhouse under Wahimalino. So Instagram, Facebook, all of that. Just call me Wa.
Yeah, Wa. And can you just put on pretty lipstick 24/7? Just keep swashing it and sending pictures of it for us. We would love that.
Oh, thank you. Let me sing. Thumbs, 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 thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. I said thumbs, 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 thumbs it up. Yeah.
I love you. Happy April Fool's Day. I don't know if Adele's going to actually release that new album. I think it's an April Fool's joke, but we'll see. Take care of yourselves. Oh, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Chris L. Farah. Sorry about that. I forgot what was happening. My computer is making me crazy. And of course, you can go on Facebook and join Vanity Fair, my private Facebook group. Other than that, take care of yourselves. Have a happy weekend. Happy Easter. And each other. Take care of each other. And stand up for what you believe and make art. Okay. Bye, lovers. I don't know how to end.